its head. Okay, wait.
Don't eat it! Don't eat it!
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel.
So today's response video is a distressing one, shall we say. It's just a little bit gross. We've been asked to watch a video from a channel called Superfruit, and they have over 2 million subscribers. They made a video eating balut,
Which is basically an embryo of a bird that's been hard boiled inside the egg. It's either a duck or a chicken typically.
Yeah, it's a delicacy in some parts of the world. They're currently in the Philippines. They ate it, they made a video. Let's have a look.
Oh.
It just spilt diarrhea all.
Okay,
I'm not trying to get the diarrhea juice on.
I'm gonna literally be look at it.
I see the duck. So what you're gonna do is
Don't salt it yet.
no,
Take
you're
the broth.
supposed to salt the broth. Yes.
This is where we're at.
Oh god. So there we are.
No.
It's heavy like a bee.
Yellow and white.
2, 3, go. I accidentally dropped the duck and it splattered into the piece of...
Are you kidding?
Well, let's start with the positives. This clearly demonstrates that humans are not omnivores because no true omnivore would react the way these 6 adults did.
Exactly. So they used a utensil to open the egg.
Omnivores don't do that.
They used salt and a bit of
Sweet and sour sauce, omnivores don't do that.
That's basically the positives, done and dusted. That's
And
all
they,
you can.
they carried on, didn't
Yeah,
they?
so you know, the whole video is basically 6 adults screaming for 6.5 minutes over an embryo in an egg, throwing
Omnivores
it around.
don't do that.
Yeah, you know, they're just kind of splattering these unborn little babies all over the floor, shrieking and just...
Top of the food chain, hey,
Yeah,
folks?
exactly.
You know, what a joke.
So honestly, we're not too sure what's more distressing, what we saw in the video or what we read in the comments section, because the comments were a combination of people saying, oh my god, this is hilarious, you know, I can just wait for the vegans to come in and react to this.
And then there were actually apparently vegan viewers who were leaving comments saying, I'm vegan, but I found this funny as F.
Which is really disgusting, because if you are vegan and you found this funny and entertaining, my stomach's kind of turning. You have to step up and at some point be a voice for the voiceless. That's part of the whole thing of being vegan. It's not just
abstaining
not eating.
from eating them yourself. It's about, you know, educating others why no one should be eating them.
That's right. It's somebody's baby. Was stolen.
Yeah.
It's an embryo. They can see the shape of the bird, and that's what they're freaking out about. You know, it's disgusting.
Yeah, because when people eat, say, chicken or duck, for example, it's typically a body part from that animal, and you don't typically see the whole thing. Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
But
generally not.
Generally
but there's
not.
really no difference. I mean, if you're freaking out about the embryo of a duck, but then you wait for that little embryo to grow into a full-size duck, and then you go and have Peking duck, for example, there's no difference.
No. Perhaps the most distressing and disturbing thing about this video is that in 2016, when the world is going to shit, you know, people's health is in crisis, innocent animals are being slaughtered by the billions, hundreds of billions, the environment's going to hell, and you've got
People are starving to death.
Exactly, and you've got these people, these 6 adults, acting absolutely idiotically here on YouTube.
Yeah, promoting this kind of behavior to their huge audience, 2 million people. Imagine that kind of power. To have 2 million people tuning into your channel, you can give any message, be any example of anything in the world, and that's what you chose to do? Throw embryos around and shriek and you know, eat these little babies, these unborn babies. This is someone's child. It's like it displays the absolute worst of people, and it brings the worst out in us. We've got very little to say of anything positive. It's pathetic, guys. It's really pathetic.
There's also a lot of mocking in the video of the suffering of others and by this fake burial that they use, and then mocking of veganism as well by saying that their weekly obsession is veganism. You know, this is stage 1 of the acceptance of truth, ridicule, you know, by mocking veganism. And as disappointed as we are in this video, part of us can definitely relate to this and understand it.
Yeah, because we spent years travelling as non-vegans, and part of that experience and the adventure of travelling is trying different foods from different cultures.
Yeah, I remember many years ago I tried snails because that's just what you do in France, for example.
Yeah, but of course as tourists we can't justify cruelty in the name of someone else's culture and tradition.
That's right, and of course you can always try and explore the vegan options of other people's culture and food. For example, when we're in Asia, we like to sample all the different exotic fruits that they have.
There you go, Superfruit. Why don't you try some exotic fruits instead?
And we're not stupid, we know the guys made this video because it's going to get a lot of views and they're playing the YouTube game, but there are other ways to be sensational and get a lot of views on videos without having to take someone's life.
So to wrap this video up, sorry it's been a bit of a rant, but sometimes you just have to kind of go, that's not okay. Please, anyone watching this, make better choices.
And it all starts with education.
Yeah.
You've got to watch these 3 documentaries. It'll only take you 4.5 hours and then you'll have all of the information to make informed choices.
Yeah. Please share this video with Superfruit and with anybody who thinks it's funny or is still eating animals and just doesn't have the education. Let's get this message out.
Like, share and subscribe, and remember until next time that going vegan is not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do. See you next video.
Bye guys.
You couldn't pay me enough money to make almond milk because I couldn't do it anyway.
Top of the food chain though. Again, these kind of channels that don't even, do you even almond milk?
It would take less